don't know if if the sound is too loud. So let me tell you the plan. I'll switch because I don't know. So let me tell you what I'm doing. I want to put on some music that is nice. I don't know. All right, so I have this painting that you're seeing here, this one, and I need to plan what will be the surreal, interesting part in it. And I have some ideas, but I'm not totally sure what would be the best thing. So I want to try to brainstorm some ideas. And I'll be also, if anyone comes here, I don't know who is free or whatever, because this wasn't scheduled. But if anyone comes here and like suggests anything, I can sketch it. So like if someone suggests a drawing idea, I could draw it. Like a simple, fast drawing. But I don't expect a lot of people or almost anyone. Anyway, 2 days ago I found an old game that I thought disappeared. It's called Shidonni, and it's a game where you draw. It's a game where you draw your own pets, and you draw their food, and you draw their world, and you play with them, and they move. Like you could draw something and then it starts moving and it eats and stuff like that, and it's kind of fun. And I was thinking about just drawing a creature inside this for a stream, maybe as a warm-up or something like that. And I will be drawing stuff on top of this desert like this. So the main thing that I know that I'm sure, I know some people hate it, but my audience, most people who look at my paintings online, they like the theme of clowns. So it doesn't need to be a classic clown, but something related or looking like a clown. For example, it could be an animal that is half clown, half bird, for example. Or it could be a clown that's melting and it's half a clown, half a bunny, you know, something like that. Because I know my audience really likes clowns, so I want to do something related to that. And I have this idea of people trapped inside balloons that I'm not sure if it's a good idea. So the main thing is, look, I can draw anything here. So like I can draw, this is bad right now, but yeah, this is, look, I'll draw it better. Here, I can make this pale so the drawing is more visible. I've already done a sketch related to this, but I need to think more because I'm not sure the sketch is a really good idea. because I have this other thing. So like the idea is I'm trying to decide between two things. One idea. There's two ideas. Options. Normal clown melt while holding balloons with people inside the balloons. The second option is why I'm confused. Half clown, half bird, or like goucher, or like vulture, carries balloons in its claws, and there's faces trapped inside the balloons. So there's two options that I'm trying to decide between. And I haven't done a sketch of the bird one. So maybe I could do a sketch of the bird one. I've done a sketch of the normal one. Now, this is something else, but there is a sketch here. So this is really ugly and really rough. But it's kind of the basic idea is that there is a clown, a really disgusting and scary melting clown that holds balloons with different people, different like faces and stuff inside the balloons. Is this meta? What does that mean? Hi? What does that mean? Is this meta? And the other option is the half clown, half bird. And I'm wondering if the half clown, half bird idea that's also with balloons and stuff, that is it better than the one that's like a normal one? And I think I'm gonna do the bird one as a sketch now to like get a better grasp. How are you, Super Gamer? Anyway, this skier that you're seeing is a really weird, funny old game, flash game, where you draw your own creatures and then you can draw their food. And look, it's like eating. And it's called Shidonni. Yeah, and what I drew is really ugly because I did it yesterday when I didn't have time. But yeah, it's kind of funny. It's like, and you can play with them. It's a very, very old game. It's a very old game that I played when I was a child. I just found it online when I was when I was 8, 10. And it was like this really, really old game that made me. And so like the fun part is you can draw. So like you draw something here and then you can choose if it's a bird or if it's a walking animal. And you can also draw its eye so it's gonna blink. And if it's a bird and then it starts moving, you can also choose its voice. There's like bells, gibberish, whistle. And you can also draw its world and stuff like that. You can draw like the background, and you can go outside. Where do we go outside? I forgot. Here. So like this is your world, and you can have multiple. You can make different worlds, and you can also play games with your drawings. And this is like a recreation of the game because the real game shut down. And it's called Shidonni. And there's like weird games here. Like you can, I don't know what's a fun one. Bricks. Yeah, this is like a really stupid game, but look, it uses your drawings. So like to play the games. And there's also all kinds of games. There's also a platforming game, but I forgot where it is because I haven't played this in 10 years or like 7 years. Quest. Oh, look, you can choose. Look, I'll choose this one. This is the platforming. You use your... it's stuck. Here. And you're like moving. This is like your drawing. And then it continues. Yeah, it's kind of funny, and you can switch to a different one. Like, you can use this one. And you can draw anything. Like, it doesn't have to look like... It can be a ghost, it can be a human, it can be a snake. Like, it's whatever you draw, and you play games with your drawings. Which is funny. There's also, like, rewards. Painting awards, pet care, friendship, and before, when it was multiplayer, because this is like a recreation, it was multiplayer, so you could draw food and then send your friends the food you drew, so they can use it as food. Or you could like send one of your pets to your friend, and they can send one of their pets to your world as like an exchange. It was like this little really funny drawing game. And yeah, it's funny. It's called Shidonni. It's called Shidonni. Anyway, if you have a suggestion for like what kind of pet we can draw, like an animal, what's your favorite animal? Yeah, I could draw it. Like if you say, I don't know what, you could say dragon, or say, you know, say something, and I could try to draw it here. This is what I did yesterday. So like I can't find my old ones. There's also a site where you can look at everyone, all the old drawings of people, and I can show it to you. You can look at everyone else's old, like kids' drawings, and it's kind of funny. I'll show it to you now. Window capture. 1 second. Chrome. Okay. So this is like where most of the old drawings, the old like pets, they draw pets. The old pets of people who played this game in 2013. And you can see like what they drew. and there's so many, like there's 1,000, no, 180,000 pets here that are saved. 180,000 that people drew, that kids usually drew as their pets. And you can look at, there's like, it's kind of funny to see all the pets that people drew. There's like Pee-wee, there's people who drew stuff that looks that they're wrote in another language. There's like dogs, cats, of course, obviously. There's Blob. It's kind of funny to see the kids' drawings. There's like Bob Cherry. And I don't remember, the weird thing is, sometimes they draw scribbles. The weird thing is, I don't remember my own drawings when I was a child. I don't remember like what they were. I have literally no memory, but they are here somewhere. But there's like 180,000 drawings, so it's hard to search, and I have no memory of what they were called or what they looked like. So maybe one of these is mine, or I made a lot more than one, but some of these is probably mine, but I don't know what is. Look at how like detailed some of them are, and some of them are really abstract. Look, there's a three-headed dragon here. There's a lot of ponies. There's giraffes and birds and like all sorts of things. Okay, I'm gonna try to draw a dragon. I'm gonna draw a dragon. Okay. I'm gonna try, because it's kind of hard to draw in here, but I will try. Because you don't, like, it doesn't give you really good, it doesn't give you a lot of colors or options and stuff like that. I'm gonna try to draw a dragon here. Okay, let me put a different music. Let's try to draw a blue dragon. A blue dragon, okay. I wanted to like put some music on. Okay. Blue dragon. So it's gonna be a flying animal. It looks stupid because I'm not, like, you can't draw, you don't, I usually draw in a different way here. Okay, wait. No, I'm gonna draw the eye later. That's the wing. I don't know why my dragon has like a tummy. I know I'm drawing really like childish, but it's because this is just the way that it works. Like I can draw like this too, but like this is the sketch style that I usually do, but I have to do it this way because it's gonna be easier to color. No, it's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be, let's have it a green dragon with blue wings and blue legs, and I'll make its eye. Let me just... Oh, why is it not filling? Whatever. I gotta put horns. Okay, let's put some horns. Like a draconian. And let's color the horn. Yeah, that's the horn. And make the wing a bit more like, I don't know what I got, what happened there. Why did that sound happen? Ugh, it looks horrible, but it's because this is just the way the program is. It's like a really old program. It's fine, it's like childish, which is okay. That's the style. Let's add an eye. Let's give it a red eye. Or a pink eye. Let's give it a violet eye. Okay, here we're gonna draw the eye. And let's put a little bit of yellow here, like a snake. And I could put more details a little bit. Let me just make its arms. Off. No, it's hard to be precise because you're like, I'm not drawing with my iPad right now. I'm drawing with a mouth thing. Like I have this really old tablet mouse thingy. It's like 20 years old. And we can add a tongue. No, I don't like the tongue. Make its nose like more... No. Make its horns like this. Horns. I guess we could add some, like, a little bit of dark in its mouth. And we could put nostrils, like nostrils. Okay, I'm almost done. I'm not looking at a reference while doing this, so it is harder too. And I'm not doing it as a sketch. I'm just doing it line. Like a line. I'm just doing it like lines. I'm not like planning it. Like I'm just doing it whatever, you know. In a child... Like how a child would do it, you know, kinda. We could add a little bit of... Maybe just a little... No, I don't want that. I think I can't... Yeah, I can't go back. Oopsie. Okay, let's do this. I'll do a different one later. Dragon. What should it? Dracon. Let's go with Dracon. Draconian. Now it's here. But because our background is blue, here it is. And we can... What would a dragon eat? We can also... Let's make a food. Let's give it a... Let's give it ice cream. It's eating. Oh, I forgot to put a voice. Let's give it a voice. It will talk with bells. So now it makes bell noises when it... Give it. It's eating. I used to be obsessed with this. We can also awards, yeah. We can do draw a background. We can change the background color if we want. We can make it orange if we want to. Let's make it pink. I don't know. We can do like a lot of things. You can draw anything here. Look, I'm gonna delete everything. Let's draw a weird background. Like, let's make my desert. The desert that I painted. Okay. I'm searching for some music. Okay. So, pink. It's gonna be a pink desert. And now I'm gonna try to recreate it. Like, this is like the way I normally draw. And then I like blend it. Like, I don't draw just lines. I draw like this normally. But this program is not like made to work in this style. Like, I'd have to draw in a different style, probably. This is like a dune. This is a dune. Yeah, it doesn't cover it because I'm too messy. I draw in a very messy way. Oh, look, we can make this bigger. We can make it bigger. Yeah, we could make it bigger. I wonder what these tools do. What does this do? Oh, this does like the circles. What does this do? Oh, it's like a special, like a different texture. And like, the more you play, the more you unlock stuff. What does this do? Oh, this is ugly. This is ugly. This is too colorful. I don't like that. I mean, maybe for some chaotic, for something really chaotic. Where did the thing that I was using go? I like the previous one. The one that was like pastel. But I don't know where it went. Because I don't... Do I have like one-time use? I don't know. This game is weird. I guess I'm using it right now. I don't know what these circles mean. Look, now they're here. It looks horrible, but they're just... It's not done like I'd have to do it for a long time. Oh, here it is. Ah, okay. Yeah. Me trying to make a desert, that thing. Have to be very, like, bold. We don't have a lot of smudging here. I would smudge this so that it blends more. It's kind of like in Microsoft Paint. Yeah, it's kind of like Microsoft Paint. You don't even have layers. Okay, let's leave it like this. So now they're walking around this thing. Here's the dragon. Let's draw a different... I want to draw something chaotic. I want to do something abstract. Something that just doesn't look like anything. On purpose. Like random shapes. I want to try to do something completely like abstract. For fun. To see like what is... How is it gonna move? Or... I don't know what this is, but I'm doing it. I'm just being... I'm just drawing something that doesn't look like anything. To see... Oh, look, we can do like shapes. Oh, we can do stars. Let's just make the most messy, confusing thing ever. Oh, look, we can make like stars. What if the eye is a star? These are its eyes. Ah, this is the eye. I'm just gonna create a mess. Can I stop using the star? Oh. This is like a glitch. This is a glitch animal. An animal that doesn't look like anything. Oh, I could do like a clown. Okay. What if there is a pet that looks like a toilet? Okay. It's gonna be called random letters. Here it is. Look at this thing. This mess. This walking mess. I like the tomato. I made a tomato yesterday, look. Do you like the tomato? And this mess. What even is this? Okay. We can make food. Let's make food. What's your favorite food? My favorite food is fried potatoes. I'm gonna make a pear. I'm gonna make a pear. A green pear. And I'll give it a face. A really sad face. No. A creepy pear. A creepy evil pear. That you eat. It's like a poison. This diva. Okay, this is the food. Let's give it to... Let's give it to the tomato. Wait. Okay, so the tomato doesn't want to eat. Let's make my favorite food is potatoes, but it doesn't look visually. What's a pretty food that looks cool? A burger. I don't eat burgers, but I like how they look. No. Tomato. No. Black. Nobody knows what that is. It's a Krabby Patty. It's a Krabby Patty. The tomato. The tomato is eating it. We can't make any more food. Magic surprise. Drag and drop a baby animal. What is a baby animal? Oh. What is that? There's an egg. I think there will be a baby. What does this do? Oh, it's changing it. Oh, look, there's a baby dragon. There's a baby dragon now. Look. It gave birth to a baby. There's like a tiny baby dragon. And you can put them to sleep. Look. Go to sleep in your bed. Okay, this music doesn't fit with what we're doing. I miss old games like this. And like it felt so magical to play. They're sleeping, my food, world, my mission. So if I complete the mission, I can get rewards. Friday parade. I wanna look at other people's pets for inspiration. Let's look at other people's pets. I wonder if someone made something disturbing or creepy. I like this one. There's a snail. There's a lot of... This is very detailed. Marble. This dog keeps appearing everywhere. Like, this dog is the thing that I notice the most. Oh, look, Brownie is a really good drawing. Tarsha, Posh Beach, Buggy. Why is it called Vika? Oh, look, this is a really beautiful dragon. I like this dog. Oh, I like that this creature has so many eyes. I like the carrot. Oh, look, it's a penguin from Club Penguin. Why is he talking? There's like a mouth. A mouth. Just a floating mouth. I like that as a concept. A floating mouth. With no body. Oh, I like this cat that doesn't have a head. But it has eyes and a mouth. Plankton. A flying girl. This is Pooh. An angry bird. A fish. A ghost. A dog. A tomato. A duck. A Fairly Odd Parents baby. I can't, for some reason I have no memory of what my pets looked like in 2010. Like, I just have no memory of what they were. I can't imagine like what they even were. I remember playing this when I was a kid, but I don't remember how my pets looked at all. Like, literally, I can't remember a single one. This one's cool. Someone made the Grim Reaper as a pet. I like the ducks a lot. There's a whale, a mermaid, a weird sea star, starfish, mouse. This looks creepy. A turtle with a balloon. Sometimes seeing children's drawings is more interesting than seeing adult people's drawings, because they have a lot of imagination and there is a lot of unusual depictions with that. Their imperfection makes them look more interesting in an abstract way. The fact that they aren't drawn perfectly makes it more unique. It's so strange how many there are. There's like 180,000. That's so many pets. Jerry. Slug. Wow, look at this. It's so beautiful horse. Some of them are Russian, some of them are like other languages. There's a lot of repetitions. Like the squid with the many eyes, and this dog keeps appearing. The same dog. Like it's the exact same dog. Black hole. Oh my god. I love the terms like black hole. OMG. Why did they write it that way? I love that they have a black hole as a pet. Strong cat. Strong cat. BB. This looks like a psychotic killer. I like the snakes. There's a cow. I like the cow is one of my favorites. The horse. Lone Star. There's a tick, like a parasite called a Lone Star tick. That's interesting. Martin. Me. I was hoping that maybe I could recognize something that is mine here. But from what I'm looking, I can't. None of this makes me remember something mine. I would do something like this spider, maybe. But I wouldn't call it this way. So I don't think I did it. But I would do a spider. Oh, I love these. The bouncelings. The bouncelings. They're so weird. The bouncelings. Punky Chunky. Wild Claw. Seeing these kid drawings reminds me of what art should be. Like about having fun and not thinking about other people's opinions or perfection or any of those things. Or rules. Like it reminds me of when you were a child and you just draw because it's fun, not because you want it to be sold or because it's a job or because you are wasting your time if you don't do that. It's just drawings for... And sometimes those are valuable in their own way because they are done out of pure pleasure instead of torturing yourself to be perfect. I wonder what I did when I was playing this, when I was 10. Like, I don't know why, but I have zero memory. Like, I can't imagine what I even did. I tried searching some keywords like Ghost Freak from Ben 10 or Ghost, but I couldn't recognize anything because I know that's like one of my childhood favorite characters, but I couldn't find anything that looked like something. I love this bunny. Oh look, it's a Roblox person. I'm surprised Roblox existed when this game existed, because this game is like mega old, like older than Roblox, I think. But I guess it continued until long, when Roblox started existing. There's a Scooby-Doo, ponies, the same dog, Anteater horse, Miss Zebra, Superworm. Some of these are so ugly and like completely incomprehensible. Smoochie. Why did they call it Smoochie? Silly Billy. Silly Billy. Blue Mouse, Baby Kitty, Bubby. Mr. Green. Mr. Green. I like the names. Krabby. Mustachio. I will stalk you. Christus, Puss, Italy, Mochi, Hannah, Pretty Diddy, I wonder if there's something disturbing here. Like something that's like completely not. There's Robber, and I think he's holding a gun. Hydra, Fire, Tomba, Little Mix. That's like a band, like a real musicians. I love that all the Little Mix they're all one pet. There's a mermaid, Sonic, Orange, Skeleton Dragon, Bug. I've never seen these, I didn't look through them. Butter Bobs, Pokuku, Lily, Yum Yum. This one's disturbing. Why is it called Yum Yum? This one's very surreal. Yum Yum. It's like we're seeing the inside of his body. Gigi. Hello Kitty. Priyanka and Monique. One of the cherries is happy and the other one is sad. There's a microwave. There's a microwave pet. And the same dog that we always see everywhere. I feel like that dog is the most common one. Hisette. Oop. Tomba, Tomba, Tomba. Oh, this one's cool. This makes me feel like I'm bad at art because this is so creative. When I see this, I'm like, no, I wish I was that creative as this thing. I like this. I like this a lot. This one's really cool. I like how they did the body with the many little symbols and the eyes. Very beautiful. I don't like this. This is too like classic. No, too derivative. Oh, I like the abstract ones. Marge. Blue Star. There's so many. Mr. Krabs. Lucy. An Angry Bird again. This looks like Mike Wazowski. Superman. Paradise. Why is it called Paradise? Oh, it's like a cross. It's like a religious a Christian cross and it's called Paradise. That's so weird. Paradise. Alice. Cookie, Nocturna, Kitty, Bella, Blue, Boris, Guinea Pig, Lady, Snowy. Oh, this is weird. What even is this? Neo. Owen. Is this a butterfly? It looks like this is meat. And what are these weird dots here? It looks like a headless body with wings. Why does it say Owen? And what does this even mean? I think this is one of my favorites. This is very mysterious. I can't tell what that is. Like, what were they even thinking? It says Owen Neo, maybe backwards from the Matrix. That's what I think when I see that. It reminds me of, like, what if this is like a pet that's supposed to be the Matrix or something like that. I saved that one. I think I want to do like my own version of that. Maybe I could do like an evolution of one of these, like make my own, like how I would expand their creature, because they're so unusually imaginative because they're made by kids who have a lot of imagination. This is the pig from Angry Birds. This one's very... what even is that? I like the way that this isn't perfect. I like the imperfection. Mr. Pink. I wonder who this character is supposed to be. It looks like some kind of cartoon. Space Cucumber. Yoshi. Why is this dog the most common thing? Someone is obsessed with this dog. Like, that's the most common thing I'm seeing here. That same dog. 1,000 times. Like Shih Tzu, Shih Tzu, Shih Tzu. It's like... give the others some spotlight. There's like way better ones than that dog. This one is like so good that it's almost that it looks fake. It seems like, oh, the zebra is so... I really like the zebra. Even though it's not unique, I like it. I like this one a lot because it's so deformed. I like how deformed it is. And I like that it doesn't have a name, which makes it more like mysterious, because you don't even know what its name is. That's mysterious. I like mystery. I love mystery. Devi. This diva. Whoever drew this is a diva. Look at her lips. Heart. Miss Berry Cherry. Shanila. Bumbo. This one is cool in a abstract way. Oh, I like the mermaid. Pato. Pato looks like he's a good friend. This one's really cute. I like to see that there's people who draw elephants. because I often worry that maybe elephants aren't popular. Mermaid, birdie, Miss Cat. Ugh, Bebo. Hedwig. I miss you. Why is this a pet? I miss you. Why is that a pet? Is this autism? It would be a miracle to see something that I made here, but I can't imagine what I made. Like, I wish I could remember. I feel so dumb because I remember I have a good memory usually for art. Like, art is important to me. So I wonder, why am I not remembering what I did when I was 10? Why is this dog everywhere? Maddie. Space octopus. I wonder what is the weird... Maybe there should... Imagine if there was like an award show for what is the weirdest drawing in that a child made. What is the weirdest one? Like, what is the unique... how would I rate it? Like, which are the top weirdest drawings that children made here? The most unusual ones. I like the mouse is a vampire. TV addict. This is so weird. Why is TV addict a pet? That's so cool. I love that that's a pet. I love that TV addict is a pet. That's so, like, unexpected. I saved it. Also, there's Perry the Platypus from Phineas and Ferb. I'm not actually drawing, but it's because I'm trying to absorb these children's imagination right now. I'm trying to absorb the imagination from these childish drawings to get inspired, to feel, to remember what it's like to be a kid and to draw for fun and not for work. To find a little bit of happiness or nostalgia in this cruel and sad world. Jakey, Ellie, Sheldon Squidge, Benny. I wonder what made them make a pet that's called TV Addict. That's such a weird thing to do. Like, I would never think of such a pet idea, but it's so cool. It's so, like, you would never expect it to be here. There's a lot of these things, like, that you would never expect. Because you see, like, how there's like 1,000 unicorns 1,000 you know, cats, ladybugs, turtles, dogs. Dog is the most common one because it says like draw your favorite animal. There's a snowman, there's just a name, princess, and it's like a dot. There's a lot of ducks. I think I like the ducks more than the dogs or the cats. There's a star. Jake the dog from Adventure Time. Charizard Pokemon. My Little Pony stuff. Penguin. I can't imagine what my brain was thinking when I was a child and I made stuff for this game. Like I can't imagine what I did. I think I probably did a snake or like a dragon or a snake. Maybe a jellyfish, maybe an octopus, or a cobra maybe, because I like those. Though that's what I think I would do, but I don't remember clearly at all. Or some kind of alien that doesn't really have like a specific connection to anything. Maybe a cat, because I've always had a cat in my life, in my house. There's always been a cat. So maybe I've done a cat. I've probably done a ghost, because I like ghosts a lot. But I don't remember. I like this weird ice cream. Fluffy. Mr. Bear. There's a lot of bears. Slenderman! This might be mine. Or unless someone else did it, but I remember I was crazy about Slenderman when I was 10. And these are before 2013. Maybe this is mine. I remember I used to draw his tie this way. This is how I draw his tie. This kind of looks like my art style whenever I was a child. I think this is mine. I wonder if I can see who made it. I think this is mine. Maybe I could search. I'll search later if there's other Slenderman in. If this is the only Slenderman in all the 180,000 pets here, then that's my Slenderman, because I'm the only person who knows Slenderman. If it's only one Slenderman, and that's probably mine. I tried searching for Orochimaru, but I didn't find anything. Eyes baby. Milky. That kind of looks like the way I draw the Slenderman one. Unless it could be not mine. But I remember that I used to like struggle with drawing arms. And I would draw them in like a very ugly and nonsensical way. I haven't been looking at the YouTube chat because if I switch, it will show. Let me look. If someone is writing something... No one, okay. No worries. It's fine. Gigi cake. A fish. Israel is a pet. I wonder if in the browser Shidonni Slenderman. There's only one. Look. No, can I just... Yeah, there's only one Slenderman in Shidonni. That's probably mine. If there's only one Slenderman, I think that's mine. Because I'm the only person who played this game, who knows about Slenderman, and who drew Slenderman a lot when I was 10. And there's no one else who did it. So that's probably mine. I think that's mine. But I don't know what else I did besides Slenderman. I did like 50 different things. I don't know what they were. Am I starting from the start? Let's go from the oldest ones. Let's start from the oldest ones. This time. Daddy. This is so weird. Why is it called Daddy? And it's like dripping blood and it's a monster. Almost sure that Slenderman is mine. But I can't recognize anything else. But if there is Slenderman, there must be everything else. Can I see Slenderman? Here. I think this is something I drew when I was 10 in this game. And I think it's mine, because there's no other one. Look. It kind of reminds me of the way I draw when I was a child with a mouse. This part of the arm, one of the arms, the way it bends, like, I feel like this is mine. There's no other Slenderman in all the game that anyone did. I think this is my Slenderman when I was 10. I remember drawing the tie this way, like, yeah, I think this is mine. One of the best. Oh, that's so kind. I'm definitely not one of the best, but I appreciate your kindness. I wonder if it's mine. I think it's mine. Like, I wrote Shidonni Slenderman here and no one else has done it. So I'm the only one who knew. I'm the only person who played this game and who knew about Slenderman at the time, I think, because I knew him even before the game. I knew about Slenderman before the game Slender because of a Yu-Gi-Oh parody, which is very strange because now I play Yu-Gi-Oh so much. But there was a Yu-Gi-Oh parody where someone made a cartoon before Slenderman was famous from the game, where Marek and Bakura are talking with Slenderman. Little Karibo made it, and that's how I discovered Slenderman when I was 10. And these files here are from before 2013. So that means when I was 10, it was 2010. But I wish I could recognize another pet. It's so stupid that Slender Man is the only thing that I recognize from my childhood, other than like nothing else. That's kind of stupid because maybe I'm just not recognizing the ones that are unique because they don't maybe I don't remember them. Just I thought if I saw them I would remember. Like maybe this bunny is mine, but I don't know. It's definitely not. It's definitely gonna have a name that's written in English. That's for sure. The name will be in English. Not in like Cyrillic or some other like way of writing alphabet. Random Sako Jiggles. Why is it called Jiggles? It would be cool. No, it doesn't have an English name. But I thought that I would do something like that. Like I would do like something like this. Like a spider or some kind of sharp, like alien looking, a scribbly thing. Like a scribble, like this thing. But not exactly this. Thomas, the tank engine. Frosty the Snowman. Snoopy, Jerry, Bailey. I think that Slenderman is mine. I wonder, it would be cool if they said like who is the creator, like so you can see their other drawings. I wonder if you click, like if I click on one of them, it just says drawn by a Shidonni member. It doesn't say like what they're who done by the same one. Like it doesn't say, they didn't save it like that. Okay, I'm done looking at this. My search with the dark wave music, Silent Hill, and The Ring. My 3 interests. There was a person in school who told me, why do you only talk about Slenderman, Samara, and SCP-173. Or Orochimaru. I would only talk about Slenderman, Samara, Orochimaru, and SCP-173. And they would say like, do you think Slenderman is real? Or you think Slenderman is real? But I don't. I just thought it was a cool idea. I don't know where my phone is. Yesterday, I watched the new season of the new episode of the new season from the show From, and I liked it. Mao, who also watches it, that other brother, said he didn't like it. He said that he thought it was predictable and boring, or he didn't like it. He thinks it's cheesy or boring or something like that. I personally didn't think it was cheesy or boring. I mean, it is not the most unique thing, but it is something that I like with. I don't know, maybe I can spoil since I don't expect anyone listening here to actually watch the show if they haven't watched the show. So I'm gonna spoiler for the show From. Don't listen for 2 or 3 minutes if you don't want to be spoiled. So it's not that big of a deal. In the season 4, there's a demon called the Yellow Man. The Man in Yellow. Hi. Hi Caster, how are you? There's a man called the Man in Yellow, and so like the story is that there's a lot of people who are trapped in a town that they can't escape from. And they want to escape it. And during the night, there are these horrible creatures that pretend to be people whoever is outside in the night, they will kill them. The creatures. And they are really creepy. And so like the story progresses by... So like many people, new people, randomly end up in this cursed city and they are trapped and they really wanna get out because they're separated from their family and the place is horrible and demonic. And so at the end of like the season 3, a strange big demon, a higher form of the demons appears, and his name is the Man in Yellow. He is an old man who wears a yellow suit. He is really, really creepy, and he kills one of the people, and then no one really knows he exists except that he's appeared in paintings. So anyway, what happens is that there's a new person who arrives at the city, and their car crashes into a building. And there's a girl inside the car, and she says that the person driving the car is her father, and that she's so worried. And that they just randomly ended up in the city, just like every other person who randomly ends up in this cursed city and gets stuck. And at the end of the episode, this is the new episode, it's revealed that this girl was lying and that isn't her father, and she is actually the demon man, the man in yellow, who has shapeshifted into a girl. And he's pretending to be a really scared, innocent, sweet, a Christian girl who is so afraid, and her father just died, but she that's not her father, that's a weird demon pretending to be a girl. And my friend, that other brother, thinks it's cheesy and boring because he predicted that the girl would be evil from the start. I knew she was gonna be bad too, because I was spoiled by accident. I knew she was gonna be bad because I accidentally saw a review where it said, "Is Sophie the devil?" That was just all I read. But I thought it was an exaggeration. I thought maybe she's bad, but like she's not the big bad. But so I was surprised because I didn't think there hasn't been a demon like that in the show so far. Because every other demon creature, human, only appears at night. And this is the first time that we see a demon that appears during the day. And who has a physical form. Because there has been like ghosts and nightmares and stuff like that, but there hasn't been like a physical demon, shape-shifting demon. So this is like much worse than what's been happening so far. It's like it's escalating the danger, because before, at the start, all they had to worry about, the people trapped, is that they shouldn't go outside when it's nighttime, and they shouldn't open the windows or open the doors. And then slowly the danger keeps rising. They started to have horrible nightmares. There's a ghost who appears and who tries to trick people into opening the doors. And but it's a ghost. And now it's the 4th season, so now there's like a literal shape-shifting demon who appears during the day, and everyone's been used to the danger being only in the night, so most of the time. So this is like a really big step up of danger, and I like that. And I also like that the demon yellow man is pretending to be a sweet girl, because I like this concept. I know it's cheesy, like it's not the most original thing, but I like the concept of a demon pretending to be a sweet girl. It's like one of my favorite concepts, as even though it's cheesy. It's just something that I hold close to my heart, because many of the things that I like have been in this sort of style. For example, there is of course The Ring, my favorite movie, where there is a demon girl, evil ghost girl. There is Orochimaru, a character from Naruto, who loves to disguise himself as a girl or as other people to trick others and to hurt them. And I love Orochimaru, and I love the idea of like disguising yourself and changing and lying and like transforming. Even though it's cheesy, that's just one of my favorite ways of being a demon. So I like it, even if it is not like the most unique thing. But Mao thought it was predictable. Like, I'm not crazy about it. Like, I don't love it. I also think it's a little cheesy. But I'm curious and I like it. Like, it's entertaining me. I'm not amazed, but I am intrigued to see more. Like I'm not saying like, wow, this is so unique. No. I mean, we've seen plenty of demons pretending to be girls and stuff like that. Like, it's not the most unique idea. But I still want to see more, and I like the concept. Wow, I'm so slow at drawing when I'm talking. So my idea was that there's gonna be like a half clown, half bird. And I wonder if this is a good idea for a painting. But right now I've only drawn the clown head. I want the clown's face to be really distorted and asymmetrical and like almost melting and deformed. I don't want it to be like a normal clown. I want it to be really deformed clown. Because I find that interesting, to deform faces. So there's two options. One option is that the clown has a normal body, and the other option is the clown has a bird body. But it's not melting. Like, the normal body melts, but the bird body doesn't melt. And I wonder what's gonna be more impressive or unique for the audience. Like, I wonder if people would prefer a clown that's like a normal clown who's melting and holding balloons with people trapped inside, or should it be a clown that's also a bird? Would that be more unique? Or would it be less scary because it's too like... It would be less disturbing because it's too fantastical, too much, too surreal that it's not believable. Would it be too unbelievably creepy? Hi, how are you? I saw yes you play Yu-Gi-Oh. What do you think about the current Yu-Gi-Oh situation with Q-Tunes? What's your opinion on that? I'm trying to think of a good painting idea right now, and I'm hoping maybe other people could suggest something or maybe say something, like if that could help, or just chat in general. Let me change this. My cat is here. Hi. Oh, he's very distracting. So, this is what I'm doing right now is a sketch of a concept for what could appear. I've started this painting. It's a painting of a desert. And I'm trying to think of what would be the most like interesting and disturbing thing that could appear in this pink desert. I know that a lot of people who follow my art have been really enjoying my clowns, my deformed demon clowns. So I want something involving that, but I don't know what exactly would be a good idea. So right now I'm doing half clown, half bird. Half clown, half bird. Bird clown. Half a clown, half a bird is the idea. The desert is a bit... Maybe it's not gonna look good if it won't look like it's flying because the desert is too high. The sky isn't. So I was imagining that it could be holding balloons in its claws, and there's people trapped inside the balloons. And yeah, I'm watching this show called From, and I was just talking about it, where there's a new episode, and it's like a horror mystery show. And there's a shape-shifting demon who pretends to be a girl, but he's actually a really ugly, scary old man who wears a yellow suit. And my friend Mao thinks it's cheesy, but I don't think it's cheesy. The show. So yeah, he would be holding... It might look unrealistic if he's... They could be bigger, like they don't need to be so small, the balloons. And I was imagining that there could be faces inside them that are... Like he is carrying trapped people inside the balloons. And the clown would have a really distorted face, like much more distorted than this. Like he would be his face, he would be melding and like colorful, like with green hair. And like purple eyes or something, or and a big red. I have this mix that I've done here that's way better than this, that I really like. If you know the monster Relinquished from Yu-Gi-Oh!, I mixed Saggy, the Dark Clown, with Relinquished here. I mixed them together. And I really like it. I want the clown... Oh, thank you. Yeah, I want the clown from this new painting to look like this face. So I could actually just cut out the face and put it there to like save myself some time. Let me do that. Because I want it to look very similar to this one. Copy paste. If it's a bird clown. If it's a bird clown. I'm trying to plan like what's best. Should it be a normal melting clown or a bird clown? Like what's better? What's more unique? What's more interesting? What would people like more? Here, I'm putting the face here. Yeah, so something like this. So the clown would have would be half clown, half bird, and he would be carrying balloons with people inside the balloons, trapped inside, like maybe children. But there don't need to be children, just human souls. Human souls, human faces. My mom thought of the idea of a clown that has people trapped in its balloons. And I like it, but I don't know, I don't feel 100% confident that other people would like it, or that it's worth doing, or should I like change the idea in some way to make it more interesting in some way? Like, how could I change it? What could be an alternative idea, similar but not the same? Like, how would he hold the balloons? I don't know if that looks very realistic. If he holds them, this is a sketch. So the balloons, I already did a balloon. I'm imagining the balloons to be similar to these balloons. So like, they would be stretching. The balloons would be stretching. And there would be like hands and faces, like pushing against them. Like they're trying to burst through because they're trapped inside. Maybe I could take these balloons and copy them in the bird version so I can imagine it more clearly. So I can save some time. Okay, we have the balloons here. Just gonna... I don't know. I know a lot of people, including my own mom and many people, hate clowns, and they think they're... My aunt, for example, she thinks they're cheesy, they're just like overdone, you know, there are too many people have done horror things about clowns. I don't think that's entirely true, because you can make a unique version of them. Like, it doesn't have to be a classic clown. It could be something that is clown inspired, but it's not exactly like a traditional clown, more like your own version of a clown. Like, it doesn't have to be cheesy. It's a symbol. It's iconic, you know, people recognize. Also, another thing that I think is good, bright colors are good for art. And also this scary. When you make something scary that is very bright and colorful, that makes it more disturbing, which is what I'm aiming for. I want something that is disturbing in a pretty way. Like, I don't want it to be ugly disturbing. I want something that is pretty, but also scary. So that's my goal with my art. Something that is both pretty to look at, but also disturbing and creepy. Oh, thank you! Thank you so much. Wow, that's so generous, Redhead Aussie. I really appreciate the bits. Thank you. Thank you for the 100 bits. That's very, very kind. I'm so happy to hear. I wasn't planning on streaming today, but I needed some people to chat with to plan like the idea of what I'm gonna do. Sometimes having like even not many people, just like even one person to share, you know, thoughts, it helps with coming up with something. Since you are a Yu-Gi-Oh fan, I could show you some of my Yu-Gi-Oh related art. I just have to find... So do you know the monster Moki Moki? I made a lot of alternate versions of Moki Moki, and this is a puppet. This is like if Moki Moki was a puppet. You know Moki Moki, right? Let me show you. Whoever doesn't know who Moki Moki is, this is it. It's a card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Which is completely useless in almost every situation, but everyone remembers it. Most people remember it because it's very cute and very mysterious. It's cute and also a bit mysterious. Obviously mysterious. It has a question mark, and there's like a description here. An outcast angel. Nobody knows what he's thinking at all. Sometimes he gets mad, and that is dreadful. It's like a bit like ominous. But it doesn't, the card doesn't look like it's not a good card. And it's not very threatening. But it has a mysterious, it's kind of creepy and cute at the same time, which I like. I like the combination between creepy and cute. Or cute and mysterious. Not just simply cute. It has a bit of a mystery. Here I did like a Moki Moki. This was for a card where, so like the card for this was so overpowered. My idea. It's called Moki Moki Secret. And what it does is it's a trap card. During your opponent's turn, if a Moki Moki is destroyed from your side of the field by an opponent's card effect, you win the duel. So yes, I know it's broken and overpowered, but that's what I was thinking, because Moki Moki is such a weak monster that dies so easily and can't do almost anything. I thought it would be funny if the weakest monster being destroyed wins you the game, because it's like a complete upside down of what. Yeah, it's like completely the reverse of what you'd expect. Here I have this like Moki Moki monster fusion creature. I made like a fusion between many Moki Mokis together, and I mixed them with a Silent Hill monster. And I made them like they're half fused into each other. And this part is like a Silent Hill monster part, because they have these weird mouths. Another one thing about Silent Hill monsters is that they don't have teeth, and I think that makes them more disturbing. They never have teeth. They're just mouths without teeth. Yeah, this is a Moki Moki monster. This is like a sad Moki Moki. I was also doing like some other kind of silly things. This thing. Time to Yu-Gi-Oh! And yeah, this was something I made for Gimmick Puppet. The collage. So like I was trying to learn, because I don't like to kill people fast in the game. I like a slow game, but I love the creepy dolls of Yu-Gi-Oh! So I had to learn to play them, and to learn how to play them, you have to learn this combo which kills people when you finish it. Oh, you do this in one turn and the enemy dies. And I made this collage here, like this edit, to like write my lines to remember them. And I used like pictures from Yu-Gi-Oh! These two, like and this doll, but this is from Alice Madness Returns, which also has a lot of Evo dolls, and I made it like so that it's nice to look at. Ornament, and here I write like what you do, like you need field spell Dome Ashen, then what you do, you use Little Soldier, then use Rouge Doll, then you do blah 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 blah, and the enemy dies. But I got tired of that because I don't like playing this way. Because it's not interactive. You just kill the enemy and they can't do anything about it, and it's kind of like you're not really playing a game. You're more like playing solitaire. So I kind of got bored. But it did feel nice to look at the pretty dolls, because they are really cool looking cards. I made this elephant as an alternate doll creature, so it's like an elephant that's made out of human dolls. It's a half, and like its tail is a hand, its nose is a hand, and its eyes are the holes from the torso of a puppet. So like the eyes are the torso's holes where the arms should be. And someone told me, please make more. Like I would make more, I just don't know if people really wanna see that. I made it, but people didn't like it too much. People really like the clowns. I also like the clowns. I mean, I like making my own way. My own clowns, like not normal clowns. They have to be really... Like I do have an elephant clown here. A half elephant, half clown. My mom hates clowns, my aunt hates clowns. I've hated clowns when I was a child. I never liked them, but now that I see them as a tool for creating creepy art, I like them. But not because I love them, but because I think they can be useful for parts of monsters. For monster parts. Third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate deck. Thank you so much, Redhead Aussie, by the way. If you have a suggestion for a drawing or a sketch, like a fast thing, feel free to say it. Yeah, everyone's a clown, but they're not like the good. They're evil clowns that aren't trying to be purposely clowns. They think they're right. Clowns know that they're wrong, and nothing they do is serious, but they know it. While people who are bad think they're right. They don't think they're clowns, personally. Real clowns know that they're evil. I guess to rage bait someone, if you're rage baiting, you are a clown. Because a clown would do that, I think. Like an evil clown would do it. Yeah, so like, maybe I can do a poll. I'll do a poll for you to vote. poll. Which do you prefer? So, painting idea. Painting idea. 1. Clown melts while holding balloon. Melts plus balloons. Half bird, half clown. Plus balloon. Half bird clown plus balloons. Here. I made a poll. If anyone wants to vote. Because I don't know. So the difference is, this is the bird one. This is the bird one. The bird sketch. Like, it's gonna be better in the real version. This is like planning. And this is the melting one. It's also a sketch. So like, don't judge it like by the quality, but by what it could be. It's a sketch. Yeah, so I'm trying to say, is it gonna be a melting clown with balloons in his hand with people inside, or is it gonna be a bird clown with the balloons? I feel like the bird is more unique because the only thing is, does it look natural? Does it look kind of believable? Because I know, obviously, bird clowns don't exist, but because I've already done melding clowns in a room, I think I might be repeating myself. And the bird, but people really did like these. They really like these, so maybe it's good to reuse it. Which Peter Griffin? This one? Or this one? or something else. I also have this Lois. This is my most famous drawing that I've ever done. Except the Courage. I have another one that's famous. This is like my second most famous drawing that I've done. The one that... This went really viral on Instagram. It got 40,000 likes. Somehow. I don't get that. I get like usually I get 100 or 150. That one got 40,000. So that's nice. I'm glad people liked it. I'll show you another viral one. The other viral... This is the other viral one. This one was like, I don't know, every million. And I have another one that's also like that. This one. This is like one of the most viral ones that I've done. Like everyone was reposting it everywhere. They thought it was really funny. So I drew like the Courage, the Cowardly Dog characters if they were Winx. Here. This is like the time lapse. The time lapse of how I was drawing them. In this like cartoon style. I did a lot of those types of things. This one was very disturbing. Courage plus Phineas and Ferb. Yeah. Courage plus Phineas and Ferb. Yeah, Winx. I personally really like this drawing of him from the Powerpuff Girls. I feel like it's underrated. I'm really proud of it. One thing that I love about it is that him is supposed to be the complete evil of the show. Like something that is the pure evil, just more evil than Satan, like just only evil. And crazy. And so I thought it's very weird and evil for him to point a gun at a floating baby head. Isn't that delicious? Isn't that creatively evil to point a gun at a baby? Creatively evil to point at a floating baby head. This one was Courage plus Death Note. Have you seen Death Note? Look, this is Courage plus Death Note and Muriel. Muriel is like a diva. Death Note is a really good anime, and it's about a boy who finds a notebook which lets him whatever he writes in it, whichever name he writes in it, whoever has that name dies. Yeah. And there's a Shinigami, a spirit of death, a god of death, who comes to him and he like becomes his friend. And there's also a girl who really loves the main character, and she also has her own Death Note. And so I kind of like mixed both together because it's so like unexpected. This one was cool. Him as a baddie. Him as a baddie. That's Misa, Light, and Ryuk, exactly. I did like a Silent Hill, Courage, Muriel, and Eustace mixed together. I also have this weird thing that a lot of people liked on Instagram, which is so stupid. So the idea is that Courage and Muriel and Eustace are the owners of the dog Courage, and in this drawing I made it look like they abandoned Courage for Hello Kitty, who is like something completely separate. This like cute kitty Japanese icon. And so like the idea is, it's funny because Muriel in the show would never abandon Courage, but that's why it's funny, because it's something that would never happen, and it's so absurd and unexpected that they would abandon their own dog for some weird random cat from another universe. And people really like that one. Oh, I have this thing where this was a commission. I had to do a lot of coronavirus inspired drawings, and I made like a little girl give candy to a virus. I think this idea is very interesting, because we know how evil and dangerous viruses are. Courage plus Hellgirl. Oh look, I made this thing like a playing card virus, and it's K because it's COVID. I also have this thing where the virus juggles humans. I also have this. This is like The Shining, if you've seen it. The famous, very famous horror movie where there's these two little girls that appear in the hallway. Yeah, the twins. I also have this thing where I made Ben 10 characters as winks. And like Ben's grandpa and forearms and Ghost Freak. This was for Fairy Queens. I made this for Fairy Queens. But it wasn't a commission. I just drew it for fun. I just drew it because I felt like it. This one is really cool. Him from the Powerpuff Girls. This is why I said earlier that I really like the idea of shapeshifting and trickery, pretending to be something else. The hand face. I have a lot of those. I have multiple. This is one of them. I have another one. I don't know if you... This one, maybe? I have this one too. These are like monster hand creatures. I used my own hand to make them. And this is him dueling Courage in the Shadow Realm. Yeah, I also like the melting face. That's why I'm thinking I want to do another melting thing. Something with melding. Because I think stuff that melts is visually interesting. Look at this. Courage blowing bubbles. And there's people trapped inside the bubbles. Lois dances with a horse. Lois while Peter watches in the cuck chair. That's so cool. It's my absolute dream to be part of a team for a game and to help with monster designs. That's like my number one dream. It's hard but to find people, because I can't do it alone. I need other people. But if I could be part of a team and help with the monsters or something, I would be really happy to help. I'm friends with the creator of Cry of Fear, and I always wish I could work with him, but he is suffering from a lot of mental problems, and he doesn't trust other people very easily. But he likes my stuff, he likes my monsters, and he often likes what I post. And sometimes he messages me, but we aren't very, very close, unfortunately. I even made a painting for him that he requested as a gift. And he used it on a video with music that he made. And I was like, can you pay because it's a commission? And he said, but it's gonna be for like exposure. And I know this sounds bad because like it's like he doesn't respect me, but I decided to do it for free just for him once, because I really wanted to give him a gift. But I don't normally like do like big projects for free just like that. But I did it for him because I really, really love his game and I wish I could work with him. And I thought maybe this could prove my, loyalty or love for him, but no, it wasn't enough. He used it, he liked it, but he doesn't trust me enough to let me be part of his project, unfortunately. He's making a new game right now, but he's doing it alone. I think it's because he's like really depressed and worried that he can't trust anyone because he's had like some kind of bad experiences with other people, so he thinks he can't trust anyone. That's how I interpret it. But his game is really, really cool. His previous game, Cry of Fear, and it's free. He's upset that it's free because... But it has to be free because he used like assets that aren't his, but his idea and like his monster designs and the story and the music, everything is his, but he doesn't have the right to sell it. So that's really sad because he did such an amazing job and he isn't able to make money from it, and that's really sad and crazy because he really put so much effort into it, and it has to be free because he used like parts of like objects and stuff from other games, or like the engine or something isn't his, I don't know, but he made the monsters, he built the environments to look like he did like 95% of the game. It's just that he used like some kind of assets that aren't his, so he can't sell it. And that really kind of put a bad taste in his mouth when it comes to just everything. And I understand him because I would be really upset too if I made such a famous and loved and amazing game and I can't sell it even though I put so much time and effort into it. I would be sad. I would be really crazy. Not crazy, but I would be angry too. And he has like other problems, so like I get him. And I wish he knew how much I understand him. But I don't think he has his own troubles. Like I forgive him for not being able to like wanting me to be part of his like team. He doesn't have a team right now. He says he's doing it alone. He's doing something alone right now. But I really tried to get close to him because I just felt we had like a lot in common with our taste in things, and like we both want to make a project, a similar project, and we have very similar tastes in monsters and art and horror and music and stuff like that. And it's rare to find someone like that, but they do exist. I mean, there's plenty of people like you if you make a game. Yandere plus courage? Where? No, I haven't drawn. No, that's not Yandere Dev. That's a little girl. That's a little girl. I don't know who the girl is though. It's a meme. So yeah, I doubt anyone voted on the poll, but did the poll end? Did anyone vote? I can't even see the poll results. I guess I could go to... Did you see the poll results? I didn't realize the... What was it? Streamlabs. I need to go to Streamlabs. Yeah. So I made a poll if you prefer a flying clown with wings or a melting clown. Those were the choices. Today I'm gonna go to a birthday party of my cousin. And my cousin is not a is has been helpful, but one thing that kind of saddened me with him is that he said, I don't think he likes my cat. Like he said, I was like, I can send you a picture of my cat. And he said, don't send me any pictures of your cat. And then he invited me to his birthday. Isn't that a bit strange? To say, don't send me any pictures of your cat and then invite you to their birthday. It's kind of, I don't know, a little weird. But it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. I just wonder, why does he hate my cat so much? Like, what did my cat do to him? Or what did cats do to him in general? For him to hate them so much? Or did I do something bad? Yeah, I suppose. He once said something which is so weird. He said he is too fluffy for me. I don't like him because he is too fluffy for my cat. That seems like a weird, I don't know, a weird reason to not like something. I don't think he has a allergy. He sounds like the average Twitter user. That was like his only social media for a long time, but he stopped using that too. He uses Discord and Viber. He's a lawyer. He also watches the show From, which I'm watching as well. And he also liked Severance, which I also liked. We watched the movie Smile 2 together in the movies when it first came out, and it was a really good movie, and he liked it too, which was nice that he has a good taste in movies, similar to mine. Was like, we watched Smile 2, I think, right when my grandma passed away. I think. Yeah. Or like when she was about to pass away. Like when she was sick. I kinda like the bird clown idea. But and the faces, they can be like, I just don't know, it could melt. What if the bird clown is melting too? Like I could mix in both things. The idea is that the melting clown would have the balloons up in the sky, while the bird clown will have the balloons on the ground. So that's a difference. What would make the balloons look better? Because it is a bit weird that they're down instead of up, because, you know, balloons are normally up and not down. But maybe that could make it unique. So I was imagining that there could be like these faces. Do you see that there's like this face here? These faces. I was imagining, I'm gonna take it, that there could be like these types of faces on the balloons, as if there is a face trapped, as if there's a head trapped inside the balloon. I'm gonna try to do it here. I'll change the color and like, let's change the color. Yellow, where's yellow? This is the yellow. And let's delete the unnecessary parts and like blur it. This is just so I can get an idea of what it would look like in if it's a painting, because it will be, because I'm planning a painting. And let me make it the same color. Oh, look, this now looks very like it's part of it. So yeah, I was imagining face something like this, but with also like hands. Do you see like how there's like they could be stretching? Did you watch 9vote play Lost in Vivo? It's a really good game. He started playing it. Yeah, no, it's not melding this time. It's the hands are inside the balloon. And there is a person trapped inside it. And he is pushing against the balloon because he's trying to break it open. It's still gonna be like in the shape of a balloon, but like... Or... Like it's like... Imagine the balloons are bags, not actual balloons. They're like bags. Colorful bags with people trapped inside. People's souls. Yeah, but they're like balloons at the same time. They'll be like balloony. I have another one. This monster, I have this like disturbing creature here. I can take its part. Something like this. But if it was a balloon. This is a flesh monster, but for this version it's gonna be a balloon. Now I'm gonna turn it around, rotate it, and let's put it here. Let's make it smaller. And I could make it the same color. Red, where's red? This is kinda red. Okay, and now we're gonna color it again. Yeah, that makes it more. And let me remove this face. There's another face here. Let me mix them together, merge them, so they can blend more. Yeah, something like this. So like, the idea is that they're... Oh, it's kind of dark. It's kind of too bright. Can I make it darker? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so like... They're doing like this, like this. Wait. My earphone fell. Like this. This this music is called Silent Circus. So I'm imagining that this is like a demon clown that steals people's childhood innocence, or it's like a clown that destroys people's... He turns people into adults, maybe. Maybe that could be the story. It's a demon clown that traps children inside balloons and changes them into adults. And when he does that, he steals their hope and their soul and turns them into evil, heartless people who are also hopeless. Like he steals souls or something like that. A soul stealing clown, demon. Something like a metaphor for time. Maybe like how time makes people become more insensitive because you get used to so many bad things. Yeah, something like that, but in a really creepy way. Something like that. That's my first thought. That's my first thought. Another thing is, I often, when I make a monster, I imagine almost every monster that I make. That's one of my inspirations. I imagine the monsters as vengeful ghosts that I create to punish those who have been unfair to me. But that's like my head. That's like my personal motivation. Like I imagine that I'm creating a monster that takes revenge for me. Like I imagine the monster becoming alive and hurting those who have been bad to me in a nightmare, for example. That's one of my motivations. I imagine the monsters as like vengeful ghosts that I create to punish those who have been bad. Yeah. That's why I like making them. They punish people in like really psychological and disturbingly twisted ways to make them understand how I feel. Like they make it's like the monsters are trying to make the ones who are cruel or bad or done something bad understand what they've done and like try to change them mentally by making them see their a reflection of something, like a feeling or something that they caused, something like that, like a mirror, like a vengeful mirror, some kind of revenge fantasy. Yeah. This one is a very one of those vengeful ghosts that I created. This, I imagine, it's like this monster is trying to describe the feeling of depression and heaviness, and it's showing it visually. For those who, for example, there's many people in my country who think that depression is not a serious illness, or that it's not real, or that it's easy, or that it's fake, or that stuff like that. And this monster, I imagine it as like a ghost creature that reflects the feeling that I feel and goes out to in a nightmare to hurt those who say depression isn't real, or depression is easy to overcome, or it's fake, or you're bad, or you know, stuff like that. I imagine it as like a ghost that punishes those who are who disrespect the ones who are suffering. Something like that. Yeah. I also like mystery when it's not exactly explained. Like when there's a sense of unknown. Sometimes it's cool to make an artwork that doesn't have an exact meaning. Like maybe you don't really know, and there's a sense of wonder in the mystery, because mystery means anything is possible, good or bad, but there is hope in mystery. Even if it is a bad thing, you know that if mystery exists, then anything is possible. That's one thing I like about mysterious things. That it gives you hope that maybe there is some kind of magical force that could save you, even if things look hopeless. Some kind of otherworldly unknown thing. That's another one of... That's a more positive thing to think about for inspiration. But when I'm feeling like more upset, I usually try to motivate myself. It's easier to motivate myself with negative, like anger, because that's more... It gives you more energy to do it. Because you feel like you're doing something that matters. You're like making something that matters to you. Because it's connected to wanting things to get better or to be more fair or something like that. That's why it's more easy to get inspired to do something scary or weird, to try to get attention or express emotions. Yeah, I do. Hieronymus Bosch, he made a lot of depictions of hell. I like René Magritte a lot, and also Mark Ryden. Mark Ryden made the cover art of Jack of Jill, which is a band that I listen to a lot. Let me show you the cover art. I really wish I could do something similar to this, but not the same thing, but like something with that sort of vibe or energy. Something that is both pretty but also disturbing and creepy simultaneously. Got something in my eye. This is one of his paintings. I like that it's like there is something creepy about it, but it's also cute. Creepy and cute at the same time. The combination between something that is pretty and cute at the same. Hi. It's by Mark Ryden. The album is Jack of Jill. Hello, Mochi. How are you? We're trying to think of how to. Oh, there. I have a desert painting, and I'm trying to think of what would be the most interesting thing that could appear in the desert. The desert is pink, and I'm planning like a bird clown for now. But I also have another option. So this is like the what I have. Your eye, your eye. Yeah, your art. Thank you. When you said your eye, I was thinking like, what if you're talking about the clown's eye? Like I thought maybe you meant this eye, like the star. Yeah, I know. I was like, did they mean the star eye? Yeah, so this is like the painting right now. The previous painting I did was tame, not very scary. So that's why, to balance my mental health, I need to do something scary. This was the previous painting that I made. So like, it's nice, it's beautiful, but it's very... It's not very edgy. Like, it doesn't have a monster, it doesn't have violence, it doesn't have something creepy, something really creepy or disgusting or something. So like, I want to do stuff like this, but I'm to change because I want to alternate between pretty, more pretty, cute art, safe, mysterious, and really scary. So I can do both. I'm switching. So now I'm telling myself, because I did the painting that's more like on the safe side, I want to do something more monstrous and disturbing and outwardly creepy to take a break from being safe and cute all the time. All the time. I mean the previous painting. So that's why I'm doing this, because I just did a safe one. Yeah. I want it to be disturbing, creepy, and also pretty. So like, it doesn't need to... I don't want it to be ugly. I want it to be unique. And I'm trying to decide, do I want a clown to be a bird and to carry the balloons like this, or this is a sketch, or to be a regular clown that's melting and is just holding the balloons with people inside? I'm wondering, is the bird idea better? I feel like maybe it's more unique, but I don't know if it's like, is it good? Because it's not melting. Maybe if I make it melt, if I make the bird melt, it could retain its previous melting quality, because I do want to make something melting. Maybe if the bird melts a little, that could... And like, yeah, it could have like slimy wings. What if it's like flying and on its wings there's like slime dripping? So like, it's a bird, a beautiful bird, but there's also like something wrong with this bird. Like, it's not just a normal bird. Yeah, they could, but they have to still look like they can function, I suppose. Like, it shouldn't be too much. This is more like a sketch to get the rough concept, because I will be doing this into like a real painting, and I'm gonna be using this sketch as a reference for it, and that's how I plan what I want to do before I do it, so I don't waste materials. I'm wondering, in the process of melting, Yeah, I'm wondering like should the wings, like I was thinking like maybe it could be like a very colorful bird. Like really happy looking, beautiful colors like yellow, green, blue, red, like a rainbow. Like a beautiful rainbow, but it's melting. Like a melting rainbow clown demon bird. Something like that. To like be colorful, clowny, but also creepy. Birdie. Birdie. There should be a shadow underneath the balloons. I'm wondering if it's bad. Well, it's not really a demon. It's a ghost creature. It's an unknown entity. Not really. I don't know. It's not like from the devil. It's more an evil mental spirit, evil ghost, evil spiritual creature. That's how I imagine, like some kind of evil ghost type, ghostly mutant, ghostly mutant clown. Yeah. I'm doing a shadow. Yeah, there will be a shadow here to emphasize that the balloons are being held up. Like a scary story to scare kids. Yeah, something like that. An expression also of emotions, because I'm expressing like my anger towards the world. Like clowns and pink they're like happy fake things. It's kind of like expressing how mad I am at the fakeness of the world. Something like that is what I'm imagining. Maybe if the clown wears a mask or something too. Or maybe like what if the wings are mirror wings, because it's like to make it more otherworldly, like crystal. Well, what if it's like crystal mirror wings? Maybe that could be interesting. I don't know, but they would have to be melted. I think melting is a better idea than crystal mirror. That could be a separate thing, because I have been fascinated by the idea of melting, and it goes well with the desert, because the desert is like really hot, so things would melt there. It makes sense for things to melt in the desert. Like it's important to have like a little bit of realism, even if it is completely surreal and weird. There has to be a drop of believability, even if it's a very minor. Like there has to be something that anchors the audience into thinking like, what if you saw this in the desert, so that they can feel like it's almost real. Yeah. Thank you for being here, Caster and Mochi. Mochi, how did you find the stream? Like, Did you know me from before the stream, or is this your first time? I'm not sure if I'm sorry if I've forgotten. If you wanna share, you don't have to. I think that it's a good thing to do something surreal related to a clown, because all my other clown art online has been liked. So if people don't like this, whatever, when I'm done, I'm not done, but when I'm done, if people don't like it, I'll just know to do less clowns. I don't know, like, I guess people are bored of clowns. I'm just gonna do something else. But for now, every time I've done a clown, people like it. Online, I mean. So that's why I think it's a good idea to do something involving it, because it's been doing well. Even though no one has bought a painting with a clown, but they have bought prints, like 3 or more, with clowns, with the new ones, prints. So that means there is, like, I like clowns. I just don't want to, like, be doing them like oh, I'm just doing that for myself, because I also wanna, it kind of sounds crazy, but like, I want to align what I like with what most people like, so it can, so most of us can be happy, you know? Because I don't want to just do art all the time only for myself. Yeah, I often do it, like, for example, this monster, or this one. These monsters were, like, completely for myself. Like, they're not something that I think my audience likes too much, or that people would buy or whatever. So, like, I do art a lot for myself, and clowns are interesting. I'm not bored of them yet. I'm not bored of clowns, but they're very controversial because some people absolutely despise them and some people love them. So it's kind of worrying, because, like, what if whatever. It's a complicated thing. I guess I shouldn't care. People are always gonna find something to hate. Yes, thank you. Are there Your clown drawings look pretty, but also unsettling. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going for. And I think that's actually really disturbing and cool, to make something that is simultaneously pretty and bright, but also disturbing and creepy, because that makes it even more, like, powerful to me, because it sits with people more. If it's just ugly, I think that would make it less, people would wanna not look at it. So if you mix something creepy, also it's more interesting. It's more interesting when something is creepy but also pretty, because it's, like, exciting, you know. A little bit of danger, a little bit of creepiness is what makes you, you know, adrenaline, a bit of, you know. We live in a world with many things, you know, not just happy things, not just bad things, not just happy things. Like, it's a mix. Yeah. Yes, that's so cool. Nostalgia. I guess maybe that's true, because I've actually seen real clowns that were not evil, but just like performers when I was a child. So I kind of get that type of nostalgia whenever I see a clown. Kind of reminds me of. I never liked them. I thought they were disgusting and weird when I was a child. But I also thought it was kind of interesting in a morbid way. Like, why? Yeah, you know, it's like, this is kind of odd, but also kind of creepy, but also interesting. Like a mix of those. A mix of contradictory feelings. I should be eating now. It's like 3 p.m. and I think I gotta eat breakfast. But it was a really nice stream. Thank you for being here. Sometimes I wanna force myself to think of a good idea, even when I don't have any idea, because I feel afraid that I feel like I can do a lot of things with art, and I am often afraid that I'm going to, that my father and like the people around me, like my mom or everyone, that they expect me to do like really impressive things all the time, and if I don't do it, I should find another. I shouldn't be doing this, like it's not worth it, because you know, being an artist and being successful at it is really hard, and they don't believe me, they don't trust, because the world is like a horrible, not a horrible, but like a place that's not easy to, it's not easy to be an artist, to be successful. You have to be like fit in with some kind of audience that likes, and I often think I have potential and I have a lot of stuff that has shown me there's hope, but I also worried, what if there's no hope and I should give up trying to devote so much time into doing this, and what if I'm wasting my time and I'm going to suffer from this in the future? Or what if I have to, it's just anxiety. Like, I think, what if I have to like think of the best idea all the time, or else I'm going to become, or else people will think I'm not doing enough to prove myself that I deserve to be an artist who like can live from doing what I like to do. And I worry that about those types of things, about proving myself, and I start think I have to think of a good idea. I have to, but this is so, but then I don't. I just force myself, and sometimes I get frustrated and I start just scribbling like this, and I try to like force an idea, and I get more and more frustrated, and then nothing really good comes, and then I just feel really sad and frustrated. You know how when you get art block, if you've done that before, like where in shows where writers start writing and then they crunch up the paper and throw it in the trash, and then they write again and then they crunch it, and like it's like this desire to make something really good because you feel like you can, but you can't force it. You have to be slow, you have to be patient, you have to do it for your own fun, and don't worry too much. Don't rush. Just that's the most important thing. Like, do a little step, And if you're getting frustrated or tired, take a break. Like, art is not supposed to be torture. And you deserve a break. Even if you think you haven't done enough. Whatever it is you're doing, you do deserve breaks. And even if you aren't like making enough money to like live, like breaks are really important. And being gentle with yourself. I know it sounds obvious and stupid to some people, but it is important to not be too harsh with yourself for your own productivity and like health. Don't be too harsh. I'm like trying to talk to myself right now to like calm myself because I don't feel very confident. Thanks for being here. Oh, okay, the battery's low. Alright. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Mochi. And thank you, Super Gamer, Faster, Trigger Rich, and thank you, Redhead Aussie, again for the 100 bits. I really appreciate it. Goodbye. It's very kind. Streams will be on Saturday, usually. Next stream, Saturday, probably. I usually stream on Saturday. Goodbye.